Once upon a time, just as the last colours of the sunset melted into night, a soft breeze brushed against a little girl's window. Her name was Ella, and she had just snuggled into bed, her favourite stuffed bear tucked under her arm. But tonight, something felt different. The wind outside carried a whisper. Not the kind you hear with your ears, but the kind you feel in your chest. It said, "Come, see the sleepy hill." Ella blinked sleepily, tiptoed to the window, and saw a faint, silvery glow coming from beyond the trees. The whisper came again, gentle as a sigh. "Come, just for a little while." So Ella slipped on her slippers, wrapped herself in her softest blanket, and followed the whisper. The path led her to a hill she'd never noticed before. It was round and gentle, with grass that shimmered under the moonlight like tiny stars. As she climbed, she saw small animals all around her, not playing or hiding, but quietly curling up for the night. A fox yawned and blinked at her lazily. A hedgehog nestled into a flower bed, and overhead, owls blinked slowly from the treetops. Then the hill itself began to hum, not with a voice, but with a feeling like a song sung straight to your heart. Close your eyes, little firefly, drift beneath the velvet sky. The stars will twinkle while you sleep. The hill will hold your dreams so deep. Ella sat down in the soft grass and let the tune carry her. She hugged her blanket closer and listened. The sleepy hill didn't speak in words. It told stories in breezes and dreams in rustling leaves. The longer she sat, the heavier her eyelids felt. She lay back, staring at the wide sky. The moon looked big tonight, almost like it was watching her, smiling. A second lullaby floated from somewhere above, as if the moon was singing it just for her. Sleepy Ella, night is near. Clouds will carry what you hear. Dreams will drift and stars will stay till morning sun brings back the day. With one more yawn, Ella curled up on the warm hilltop. The breeze tucked her in, the stars blinked slower, and even the whisper quieted. She didn't know if she was dreaming or not, but it didn't matter. Ella was safe. Ella was calm. Ella was drifting, and the hill whispered one last time, "Sleep, sweet child, sleep." That night, as Ella lay in bed after her visit to the sleepy hill, she felt a gentle whoosh lift her blanket ever so slightly. She opened her eyes. Her room was calm, but the whisper had returned. Only now it floated down from the sky. "Come, ride the weather cloud," it breathed. Without thinking, Ella sat up, still wrapped in her cozy blanket. The moonlight streamed through her window, lighting a path not on the ground, but in the sky. She reached out, and a puff of cloud, soft as dandelion fluff, drifted down and scooped her up. Float and sway through starry spray. Let your dreams come out to play. Feather cloud, so light, so high, singing songs across the sky. Up, up, up they floated. The world below faded to a quiet blur of shadows and light. Around her, sky creatures glided peacefully. A sleepy sky wailed, hummed, low and slow, as it drifted past, its back glowing with dim stars. A flock of glowing swans soared silently nearby, their wings trailing sparkles. Ella reached out to pet a cloud kitten that curled up beside her. It purred like a distant drumbeat. The feather cloud rocked her gently like a cradle as the moon watched from above. Softer than snow, lighter than air, carrying dreams without a care. Ella floats so far, so wide, with star song swells at either side. Then the moon itself began to glow brighter, not too bright, just enough to light a soft path through the clouds. The feather cloud followed it, like a child being led by a lullaby. They passed drifting islands of mist, sky foxes curled in their nests, and even a yawning comet who waved sleepily at Ella before drifting off behind a star. Ella leaned back and let the lullabies wrap around her. Moonlight cradle guide her flight through gentle winds of quiet night. Let her heart feel calm and deep as sky and stars sing her to sleep. The cloud began to slow. It reached the edge of the highest sky just before the stars melt into dreams. And there, Ella saw something shining ahead. The moon. But this time, it looked closer than ever. Ella's feather cloud floated slowly towards the moon, which now hung large and glowing just ahead. It wasn't just a bright light anymore. It looked like a real place, with soft hills of silver dust, glowing trees with star-shaped leaves, and pools of light that shimmered without a ripple. The moon whispered, not with a voice, but with a feeling. You've come to hear the secret. Ella nodded, even though she wasn't sure how she knew. The cloud lowered gently, and her feet touched the softest ground she'd ever felt. It was warm, like fresh baked bread, and smelled faintly of lavender and rain. Around her, gentle moon creatures appeared, glowing rabbits, floating lantern birds, and sleepy owls made of mist. They bowed their heads in welcome and slowly swayed side to side, humming a tune the moon had taught them long ago. Hush now, child, the stars are near. The night is safe, there's naught to fear. The moon has kept your dreams in tune, soft and slow beneath its rune. Ella walked to the center of a glowing ring of moonflowers. In the middle stood a small mirror made of starlight. She peered inside and saw herself, but not just as she looked tonight. She saw all the time she had smiled, helped a friend, whispered kind things to her bear. The mirror reflected the quiet love she carried and the peace she gave to others just by being herself. The moon whispered again, "That is the secret." Ella blinked, her eyes warm with sleepy wonder. Every dreamer carries a light, and when they sleep, the moon listens to every hope, to every wish, to every kind little thought. The glowing creatures gathered around her and began a final lullaby, swaying together like waves in the quietest ocean. Sleep now, Ella, moonlight's guest. Your heart is kind, your soul is rest. Drift through stars on silver seas, rocked by clouds and whispered breeze. Ella lay down in the soft moon dust. The feather cloud curled around her like a blanket. The moonflowers gently closed their petals, and just before her eyes shut completely, she heard the final whisper. We'll keep your dreams safe. Come back anytime.